Morning everybody. Oh, the wind feels kind of strong today, so I turned the wind noise reduction on in the mic again. So again, apologies for the volume if it sounds a little lower than normal. I guess to start off the day, what's with this YouTube monkey business error? I tried to upload the videos and stuff and tried to do some of the editing, but then all of a sudden you get all this 500 internal server error. So I'm not sure what's going on, but apparently it's going around, like, affecting everybody rather. I was checking like Twitter and stuff like that, so it's not just me. That's good to know. Actually, one thing I had to do partially, which was basically to upload the video yesterday, I had to actually tether it from my phone. So I was using up quite a bit of gigabytes, and fortunately afterwards I just waited for the regular internet and stuff to come on, so there was a lot of technical errors yesterday. But eventually I got it going and all that. Mobile data is really expensive here in Canada, so I know most people freak out about that data rate just for, you know, partial upload. And you can see in comparison to like everything else in terms of the usage, the data usage, man, it's like so much just to upload that video. Valentine's Day art. What's that sound in the mall here? Assuming it's like a fire alarm or something, but yeah, it's like everyone's still going about their business. And the bell's still going off. What in the world's going on here? I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was a huge sign here in the mall. It's kind of funny. The alarm stopped. Valentine's Day, a lot of shopping and gifts and stuff. Well, today is Valentine's Day, and here at least that usually means, you know, buying chocolates, going to restaurants and all that. I know some places like in China, they actually have a thing called Singles Day, which is actually the anti-Valentine's Day. And I guess regardless of what you want to call it or whatever, I mean, to my knowledge, both of them, the ultimate goal is to get you to buy stuff. Is that the case? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I read before that Valentine's Day was actually invented by retailers to get people to buy stuff. Makes a lot of sense if you think about it. I mean, how about you guys? Spend a lot of money during today, or do you just treat it as, every day is like a Valentine's Day if you really want to get, you know, a loved one a present and so forth? I think that's the better attitude usually. I mean, why do you need a retailer or whatever to tell you when to buy gifts and so forth if you want to give, you know, gifts to people you care about? Makes sense, doesn't it? And speaking about money, yesterday I got this email from Amazon saying like that a Zelda Breath of the Wild Special Edition was available for pre-order all of a sudden. Now I did pre-order from Amazon and I got about a 20% off, which is not bad, but I looked at the price, I was like, $400? What happened here? Like, did I get a really good deal or something? That's crazy. Like, all these listings here for $400. But of course, if you look at it closer, that's not actually straight from like the Amazon itself. That's actually from people reselling it. So they basically bought or pre-ordered probably a copy and then they put it back on the list to try to resell stuff. $400! Is there anyone out there that would actually pay $400 for that? Like on the day of a release? Holy smokes, that's more than the system almost itself. I guess if you want it, you really want it, huh? And what do you guys think of that Zelda Breath of the Wild? They just announced that there's going to be an expansion pack, and a lot of people are being negative about that, but the sounds of it, I guess it depends. I mean, in some ways it does feel a little weird where the game's not out yet and they're already announcing, like, you know, expansion packs for it. So maybe if the timing was a little better, maybe they should have held off, because it does seem like you're kind of price gouging people. But it is a choice ultimately, right? I mean, you still get the full game and all that, and if you don't want the extras, you don't want the extras. I mean, for me, like when I played Mario Kart, like for the Wii U, I actually didn't buy all the extra characters and stuff like that. And then, quite frankly, I'm kind of glad I did, because if I want to get like the Switch one, I'm assuming all those characters and stuff will be in it now. So hey, just about you trying to, like, you know, prioritize what you want to spend your money on and so forth. Right, it's kind of cloudy today, so I think I should be able to get some neutral, you know, footages for the test and all that. I noticed yesterday when I was doing the hike and so forth, holy cow, I got so much lens flare in a lot of cases. I'm not sure why. Like a lot of times normally when I shoot like in huge sunlight and stuff and I use the filters, it usually does a pretty good job blocking it out. But this time, I don't know, it's just a lot of the footages, it was like whoosh, it's like a rainbow like right across it. I don't really know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I put the filters in like in the wrong position or something, or I don't know, maybe someone out there knows better. But what I wanted to try to do is maybe try to get some more over the top views for practice. Because even yesterday when I was walking through that dam, you can see there's some parts where I went really fast, which I don't know, it worked for the editing. But then I know there's cases where I want it to be like smooth follow, and I can't use the active, not the active track, the follow me mode because it's too unsmooth, as you guys remember. So I thought maybe I'd get some practice with that. Actually, a lot of the snow are off the trees in the top now, as you can see. So it'll give a different perspective, I guess, when I get the top-down views. Because the other time when I did the top, there's like a lot of snow and stuff. And it probably won't be until like the spring until we start seeing all the leaves and stuff. So it's nice to get a variety of footage. I'm always surprised to see how many people leave things like these behind, like their tubes and stuff. I think people here are usually inclined just to leave it, so hopefully the owner actually comes back and grabs it. Wow, it almost makes me curious to wonder what's in here. Are we gonna start seeing tiny drones one day that's meant for exploring little cracks or caves? That'd be kind of cool. Oh look, some geese. I'm actually wondering why they're around here. I don't think there's much. That was kind of an interesting flight, basically flying from like one side to the other here. It actually lasted a pretty long time. This time I didn't use any of the modes like the tripods or anything like that. It was all manually flown. So I guess, well, it makes sense. It probably uses less processing power and stuff. So it basically uses less battery, so that's kind of good. There was one thing while I was flying which kind of threw me off again with the picture. Basically when I was flying and I looking like up and down, it seemed like the screen, it went like darker. I'm like, oh no, is that the light? Like from out here that went darker, so I have to boost the ISO. But I think the reason why it went dark is because my phone, I sometimes have it on like auto brightness, so I kind of adjust based on what you see. So when it went darker, it kind of threw me off, so I didn't know if I should bump up the ISO, and I think I did that like on occasion, so that might look a little off in the editing, but we'll see. But overall, I think I was pretty comfortable like flying it manually and so forth, but it does require a lot of attention. So I guess if you are doing it manually in this way and you're going out for a trip or something like that, you'd probably want someone to like, you know, help you look around and stuff just to alert you, because you can't really focus like, you know, straight ahead for walking past people, up, down at the same time. But that's why I'm doing it here, basically in an open field, so I can like look far away, and if anyone's coming, then I got plenty of time to react. I also noticed something odd when I was crouching down to put the Mavic away. See if you guys can notice. Yeah, my keys basically went right through the pocket of my jeans. Well, I guess this one's no good anymore, although I know in some places they say, like in Japan, they actually like jeans that are as ruined as possible. Different cultures, I guess. Right, other than that, still got some stuff to do in the evening, and other than that, I'll see you guys later.